What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl, Cali Vibes 213, and welcome back to the Inland Empire University Coyotes Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 27. If you're enjoying the series, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode as we build this program from the ground up. Now, let's get into week 3. The Inland Empire Coyotes are 1-1. And now we're headed to Ann Arbor for the biggest game in school history. Our journey began at home inside Coyote Valley Stadium, where we put the college football world on notice with a dominant 58-28 victory over the Oceanside Owls. An explosive offensive performance, and the first win in Inland Empire University football history. Then came week 2, a showdown with the number 10 Oklahoma Sooners. We stepped onto one of the biggest stages in college football, but Oklahoma showed us exactly what it takes to compete with the nation's elite. The Sooners handed us a 38-3 loss. It wasn't the result we wanted, but every great program has to learn before it can lead. Now, another opportunity awaits. The big house, more than 100,000 fans. The number 20 Michigan Wolverines, one of the most iconic programs in college football. Nobody expects the Coyotes to leave Ann Arbor with a victory. But we're not here to meet expectations. We're here to build a legacy. Every snap, every tackle, every touchdown brings this young program one step closer to becoming a national contender. Built different, built inland, rep the IE, be the pack. Can the Coyotes pull off one of the biggest upsets of the season? There's only one way to find out. Let's head into the big house and let's get it.
The kickoff team is on the field and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Wolverines offense will go to work first. And here comes Bryce Underwood. Tough day in that last loss. Threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The sure hands, it's Marshall. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He was
snags it, and there's running room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and it'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Underwood. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver. They're working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all...
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown. Wolverines.
and you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Zings it complete to the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just feeds the running back. Bounced off his feet.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball.
And they're in for a touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
QB's got to pick and spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, 3rd down, it wasn't the running back, it wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll try it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches,
He's going for the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when... Run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Wolverines want to move quickly.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the catch. It's Marsh. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
A lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to it. Might have a chance. And they'll knock him down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this backstep? Track and getting it in on the option. Extra point here will tie the game.
This offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Now they'll try the right side. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. This time he wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some...
There's some room. Picks up the first down. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
The running back is going to get the long run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Goes to the option. He'll keep it on second down. He's there to make the stop.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Could be an alley. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Makes his man miss. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Oh, better look out. Maybe some room here. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Third down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff to the fullback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Give to the big fullback. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks it off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Caught over the middle. It's Buchanan. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on first down from the 40.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's a hit. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Razorbacks able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing. Now over to your game inside the big house. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in with the visiting head coach at the half. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground with the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Soft spot in the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down.
Got a little grass. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Off the play fake. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 48, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying to impose their will with the run. Crosses the 35. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in.
Hits a seam wide open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He's got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Calls his own number. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Running inside. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. He's loose down the middle.
is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this. Defensive tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Got a man. It's Marsh. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the timing just a hair off.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Punts it out of the air. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change.
Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Going with the ground game left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Rides to back and leaves it. Maybe a crease. Tackled there by the defense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finding an escape route. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the tailback. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Power football with the run. Pulled down for the tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch their momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50. Pick up, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to ride this running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll give it to the back. Finding some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Straight ahead.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring an extra defensive lineman. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
Slams into the line and through for a touchdown.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Underwood. Rushes on him. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the
If you thought this team was going to back down after last week's loss to Oklahoma, think again. The Inland Empire Coyotes just walked into the big house and shocked the college football world. Nobody gave this team a chance. More than 100,000 Michigan fans, a top 20 opponent, and one of the toughest environments in college football. But from the opening kickoff, this game was a heavyweight fight. Michigan landed a punch. The Coyotes answered, back and forth, score after score. Momentum swung both ways all afternoon. Neither team was willing to blink. Late in the fourth quarter, the Wolverines tied the game, 31-31. That left one final opportunity. The ball was in the hands of the Coyotes offense. One last drive, one chance to change the future of this football program forever. Play by play, the Coyotes marched down the field with confidence. No panic, no fear, just belief. Then, with the game on the line, the Coyotes found the end zone. Touchdown, Inland Empire, 38-31. The final seconds ticked away. And just like that, the Inland Empire Coyotes completed one of the biggest upsets of the season, from a brand new TeamBuilder program to defeating the number 20 ranked Michigan Wolverines in the Big House. This win changes everything. The nation is officially on notice. Built different, built inland. Rep the IE, be the pack. The Coyotes leave Ann Arbor with a signature win. And this dynasty is just getting started. Let's get it!